fight!
Hi, good morning everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Jenny McDonald. And I wish you guys like my last video with me talking about my back sessions workouts. And so many people was asking me like, how is your boxing session going on? Seriously, so today I'm gonna ask my coach Rey to do one of the boxing workouts regular routine. And let's go to see him. I met my old friend Rey, and he is a boxer. He did a lot of competition in the last year, and also he and his family are boxers as well. Today we're gonna do some Jenny's workouts, regular routines. I'm gonna pass this one to Rey and let him discuss like what I'm gonna do today. Here you are.
Thanks, guys. This is Rey from Peñalosa Boxing Club. Thanks, Jen, for coming in and showcasing her boxing workout. So usually on a training day, we'll start with a boxing specific warm up with about 2 to 3 rounds, and we'll go straight into our pad work. After pads, we go into conditioning, and we always finish with core. The core region in boxers is very important. One, to be able to take the impact, as well as to maintain power in your punches. So yeah, enjoy.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, guys, before any boxing workout, we need to wrap the hands. The hands for a fighter is their bread and butter, okay? It's how they make money, so we need to protect it, okay? There's a few ways you can wrap your hands. This is how I wrap the hands to make sure the knuckle gets most protection. So we start with the wrap. We create a knuckle pad, okay? So depending on how long your wraps are, with Jenny, we usually do 3. We do a layer of 3. We get that knuckle pad, we lay it over the knuckles, okay? And then we wrap that around. Very important, guys, when you wrap, you make sure you spread the fingers. If the fingers are closed, the wrap's going to be too tight. So make sure that's spread, okay? So when it's done, we're not too tight. Once we've gone through the knuckles, okay, we make sure we secure that wrist. Okay, very important, guys, that the wrist is nice and rigid, just so it doesn't get injured. Most boxing injuries happen in the wrist and knuckle and the thumb. Okay, so these are the areas that we need to protect. Okay, so once we've got the wrist all locked, we're going to lock those knuckle pads in, okay, with some X's over the hand. Every time we lock the knuckles, I'll make sure she gives me a good grip so it's not too tight, okay? If it's too tight, we loosen it up, okay? Lock the last knuckle in, okay? We're pretty much set here, okay? And we just finished onto the wrist. Okay, it's very important, guys. Again, we do a little touch, so open the hand. Okay, so what I want to do, guys, is I want to make sure I can touch the finger. Yep, touch the finger. No, hold it there, touch the finger, and it goes back to red. If you're touching the finger and the blood doesn't come back, it's too tight. Okay? Okay, guys, so now we're on to the pads portion of the workout. This is where the trainer and the boxer, you go through maneuvers, techniques to work the fighter. Usually it's done with pads. Today, I've got my trusty paddles, so there's a few different equipment we can use. We can use traditional pads that you see in most boxing classes. We've got paddles, we also got some shields. So in this workout, guys, we'll be going through all 3 of those equipment, okay? Yep, up reaching. Okay, let's go on the flow, let's go, flow, 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 flow. Good, 1, 2, 3, cross, catch. 2, go, good cross. That's it, 4 straights, go, back. Go, give it up, good, yeah, 1, 2, good, yeah. Okay, guys, the next piece of equipment we got to work with Jenny is a shield. This is great for more power work. So we're going to get some power combinations with Jenny. Okay, ready? All right, let's go this way. Ready? Good. Again. Double body. Right hand. Hook. Uppercut. Good girl. Good. Faster, let's go. 1, 2. Good girl. Let's go. 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 Nice, Robin. Good uppercut. Hook. Cross. Again, uppercut. Hook. Cross. Yep. Again. Good. Again. One more. Perfect. Okay. Now we're moving on to a staple in boxing, which is heavy bag work. Okay, so usually after pads, we'll get the fighters to do some extra conditioning and we work the heavy bag. Good. Fine, perfect. Okay, let's go with the abs. So let's do some sit-ups and we'll do some rotation. Okay. Okay. So now that we've finished our boxing portion of the workout, we usually like to finish with some core conditioning. The exercise that we're going to do today, okay, some wood chops. Okay, this allows for that rotational power as well as control. Okay. So Jenny's going to demonstrate what the wood chop looks like. Okay, so she's going from side to side, dipping low. Okay, I want to see total control. That's it. A bit more rotation. Good. Excellent work. So this is a Pacific boxing movement with the rotation of the hips. Okay, simulates hooks and uppercuts. Okay. Okay, the wood chop is a very great exercise for any boxer looking for better core work or core conditioning. It's not your traditional sit-ups or crunches. Okay, it's going to work more obliques and transition to dominance. Final core exercise we're going to give Jenny today is just a sit-up. On the GHD machine, I like this comparatively to just being on the floor, as she gets more stretch into that eccentric movement. Okay, so developing a lot of power through that full range. Okay, so she'll demonstrate then. Good control. We can come all the way up, sit up. Good, engage in the core. How'd you feel?
It's really great. It's just the same as like a normal my boxing workout. Sweaty, hot, well, beast. Okay, so there's a couple of questions that we're gonna be talking to you. Like a lot of people was mixing up with the MMA, like kickboxing and Muay Thai or boxer. So can you tell us what's the difference?
Yeah. So boxing, like Muay Thai, kickboxing, they're all combat sports. So we all sort of fit in the same umbrella. The major difference is the rules. So with boxing, we can only use our hands. Okay, with kickboxing, you can use your hands and your feet. With Muay Thai, you can use your hands, feet, knees, and elbows. And with MMA, you can use all those striking, but you can also wrestle. So again, we all fit in the same umbrella when it comes to combat sports. It's just the rules are a little bit different.
Yeah. And also, a lot of people was asking me like, the boxer is for someone very strong and is like very powerful. I don't think so. So, like, can you tell us like what are sort of people assist for boxing this exercise and what sort of like training methods for this exercise?
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, so a lot of people think you need to be strong to box, which again, it's very important. Strength is very important, but it's not everything that you need. Most people that come to gyms, to a boxing gyms who've come from like other sports or regular gyms already come with strength, but that's not enough. So in boxing you need to be fit, you need to have a good level of conditioning. Not just that, not just the physical part, you need to have a good concept on the rules of boxing and the art form.
Thank you, Rey. I'm really highly recommend this one. Here, if you want to learn like how to do a boxer, come here. It's the right place to go. And the last question a lot of people ask me is Jenny ready for a fight?
So funny enough, so I've been training Jenny for a while now, and our main goals was to get her, so from having no boxing experience, to get her to a level to be able to fight. So in my personal opinion, I think Jenny's ready. Her fitness is there. Though she's got other goals at the moment with her bodybuilding, but it's also something that she can come back to. I train Jenny just like I would train one of my other fighters.
Okay, here's my YouTube. I finished training with Rey, and thank you guys for watching today's YouTube channel with me. And I wish you like my YouTube channel, and just like it, subscribe it, and doing some whatever you want to do, just like. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.